Good. All right. All right. Some people cool. The week has been cool. Some people has been good. Some people has been great. Someone is asking the session, is this session for cybersecurity and data analytics? So today's session covers a huge spectrum of subject areas. Okay. So you definitely want to be a part of it. Okay. And I'll leave Edidium to be the one to drive the session. And yeah, go ahead, Edidium, please.
All right, thank you very much, Efemina. Good evening, everyone, once again. And I believe we're all doing great today. So we'll just get started. So today's session basically is just for us to go that actually done. Okay. Really do this thing. Okay, so I know you've joined our tech series, you've joined our master classes, but then again, you're still having a double mind. Okay, so this session, okay, we are just going to show you the project that our participants have actually done in 3 months. Okay, so if you are feeling like can I do this in 3 months, can I do this in 2 months, is it really going to cover everything I need to know? Okay, so this session is going to clear that doubt for you. Okay, so we're just going to get right started. My name is Edidion Udo, and I'm going to be your host for today's session. I'm not going to be doing this alone. I'm going to be doing this with Efemina. You guys have already met him, but you're going to see him later. So let's just get right started. So firstly, these are the things we are going to be doing today. First, we are going to show you those projects our participants have done. And the next thing, we are going to walk you through the career paths that you can actually choose, those tech paths that are actually in demand. If you're like, okay, I don't really know the tech skills I should pick. Okay, I've been hearing different tech careers. I don't know which one to pick. Don't worry. This session, we are going to walk you through those different tech careers that are in demand, so you make the right choice. And after that, we are going to be introducing you to our upcoming cohort, which is going to be starting on the 8th of June. Okay, so sit back and please do not leave this session, because we have something very special for you when you stay to the end of the session. And as well, please don't fail to fill in the attendance sheet, okay, that is going to be shared, because that's what we are going to be using to share everything we are going to be doing here today. So at the end of the session, this slide is going to be made available, as well as the recording of this session. Okay, so all you just have to do is sit tight. Okay, enjoy the presentation, see what each of these different careers. All right, so before we go in fully, let me reintroduce you, okay, to Tenalytics. Okay, so most of you might be joining us for the first time, most of you might not. Okay, so I'm just going to take few seconds and then reintroduce you. So Tenalytics is actually an e-tech education company. Okay, we are actually priding in training people that don't have any skill at all in tech. Okay, then we are going to train them and then bring them on board. So we have prided in actually bringing in people that had no experience at all in tech, okay, into landing their tech job. So the space between you not knowing anything in tech and then you landing, okay, your first tech job, that is actually what we Tenalytics actually pride in. And over 4 years, over the past 4 years, we've actually helped over 2,000 people transition from the classroom to their first job. So these ones are those that they didn't even have any experience at all. Okay, so they just registered in our programs, and after the training, most of them, even before they are done with the training, they actually land their first job. So that is what we Tenalytics actually pride in. And then we have trainings spanning from data analysis to business analysis, data engineering, data science, financial analytics, human resource analysis, Scrum Master, cybersecurity, and AI engineering. Okay, so now the beautiful thing about us is that we work with trainers that has actually worked in very large companies. So we are not bringing in people that don't have any experience. We are bringing you people that have experience in this particular field. They are practicing in it, and then we bring them in to actually share their knowledge to our participants. Okay, so that's that about Tenalytics, right? Okay, so they are going to be introducing you to the people you are going to be working with today. So the first person here is Efemina Ipro. Okay, most of you have already seen him. So Efemina Ipro is actually the co-founder of Tenalytics, and he has have a decade experience, right, in data science, data analytics, okay, and then he has trained over 2,500 participants. Don't worry, you are going to see him more at the end of the session. Okay, so this is me, Edidion Udo. Okay, I'm actually experienced in data analytics and data science, and then I have over 5 years of experience in this particular field. I'm the great internship lead for Tenalytics, and I've also helped over 900 participants to actually transition from their classroom to having their first jobs in data analytics and data science. Okay, so so that we don't actually waste much time, because I promise you we are going to make this session very interesting, and we will not actually waste your time. Actually, we want to summarize this session in 2 hours, so that we know you had a very stressful day, but not to worry, you're going to have a really, really interesting time with us. So let's just get started into the project showcase proper. In today's session, we are going to be covering our participant that has worked, that has actually done projects from data science to data analytics to data engineering and business analysis. So those are the 4 projects we are going to be exploring in today's session. Okay, so let's firstly take a brief look at the first person we have here on us, which is the business analysis. Okay, so don't worry, I'm not going to bore you with the whole thing on the screen. Okay, he is going to come up and then tell you everything you need to know. So the first person here, we have Cherish. Okay, so Cherish is actually our business analysis participant, and is going to be walking us through the corporate process mapping project in which he did. Okay, so this is one of our participants that came in with no prior experience, and then he actually worked on this project. So if he can do it, trust me, you can actually do it. Okay, another of our participants is Victoria. So Victoria is a data analyst. Okay, so she's going to be walking us through the project she did for a delivery company. Actually, she got the data set for a survey. Okay, so in this project, she's actually trying to analyze customer feedback. Not to worry, you don't really understand all the jargons here. Don't worry. When Victoria comes up, she's going to walk us through, okay, everything she did from start to finish. Okay, the next person we have here is our data engineer, Gad. Gad actually used advanced data engineering skills to help a hospital to actually get insights from their data. Okay, if you don't really know what data engineers do not worry as well. Okay, that is going to help us, okay, and understand everything you have to know in the data engineering field. All right, so we are just going to get right started. So let me go back to my screen, and let's see our participants that are actually on the call. Okay,
right,
so the first person. Okay,
sorry, Edidion. Yeah, so just to add to what Edidion said, okay, so today's session is going to focus around our participants. So what these are guys that started as beginners, no prior experience within the tech space, and then they're coming in now to show you what they've learned within the last 3 months, just within 3 months, okay? So if you're a beginner on the call and you just started for the first time, you've never done this before, okay, you want to become a data analyst, but you're not sure, you're not very convinced that you have the skills to become a data analyst, this is exactly where you should be. All right. If you're looking to get into data engineering and you're looking to see what does a data engineer do, okay, what is the role of a data engineer in any organization, we would also explore that today's session. The same thing with business analysis. So there's a huge misconception about data analytics and business analysis. So these case studies will drive it home a lot more for you to understand the distinct role of each of these career paths that we're looking at. So the key career paths that we're going to be looking at today is data analytics, business analysis, data engineering, and data science. Okay, so these are people, bear in mind, these are literally people like you, okay, that are looking to getting started, and now they're doing great things with the things they've learned within the last 3 months. Okay, so that's what we're going to be exploring today. And we have very, very sound people that will come up to do this presentation. And, Edidion, who's the first person I'll be coming in?
Okay, so we have Gad from data engineering. Hello, Gad, are you on the call, please? Mute yourself and let's hear you.
Hello. Yep.
Hello, Gad. Good evening. How are you doing?
I'm fine, and you?
Okay, I'm very well, thank you. So I just want to ask 3 questions, like 1 or 2. So I just want to know when did you join Analytics? What cohort?
I joined Analytics. That was on January, the 6th of January. That was when I started.
Okay, January. So did you have any prior knowledge before you joined?
In data engineering, no.
Okay, wow, this is really interesting. So guys, he did not have any prior experience, right? And then he's going to be showing you the project he has done with no prior experience. Okay, so in the space of 3 months, he was able to come up with this beautiful project. All right, guys, please, you have the floor. You can share your screen.
All right, thank you. Please let me know when you can see my screen.
Yes, we can see your screen. Please go on.
All right, this is I'm happy to present this project to all of you, and I'll just walk you through the case study and what the project is all about. So, as the title suggests, is enhancing healthcare with data-driven insight at the national hospital. And by the way, this is a fictional hospital. And then the national hospital, it's as you can see here, it's dedicated to improving the patient's care. The national hospital has all of their data is kind of siloed in different departments. Like this department have their own data, they are doing their own thing. This other department are doing their own thing. This other department are doing their own thing. So they have their data scattered everywhere. So they decided to embark on a digital transformation by consolidating all this data so that they can be able to use it for further analysis and also for other research and advancement. So they employed the expertise of a data engineer to build a data architecture on the cloud. Prior before now, we assume that they've been using the legacy kind of system to store their data. So they needed a cloud-based system where all of these data can be found in one repository and the analysts can work on it. So, so what's the project objective? It's to tackle this challenge of conglomerating all of this data in one repository, and then particularly using the cloud. So so we decided to use Azure. So I decided to use Azure for them, and then so I'll be working as a data engineer, and my duty is to design and implement a data architecture on the cloud. So what are the key tasks that I will carry out? One is to design a dimensional and data model. The hospital uses an OLTP model, whereby all of the transactional entities of the businesses are in different departments. Different departments have their own database. So would have to I'll have to design a data model that will unify all of these entities into one data warehouse. So first we can see is the data model of each of the hospitals, each department in the hospital. And this is for the imaging result. These are for the patients, the medical records department, the lab record department. And we're actually not working with these other 2 models because our focus is on these 4 departments, so we can get all of the data and have it in a data warehouse for analysis. So my first approach to designing a scalable data model was to come up with this data model. In this data model, you can see that we have 2 facts table and 1 dimensional table. two-dimensional table. One of these dim tables is for the patients, and this other one is for the reason for this is that if we are trying to kind of denormalize this so that when the data analysts and people at downstream sector are querying the database, it will be easier for them to just just take a simple join and get any of the, maybe let me just say they want to get this particular patient and the year or he or she registered or started using the facilities was admitted in the hospital. So they'll just do a simple join to the date, that's the dimensions date, and then this can help to optimize the database. This was one approach I used, and also the second approach was okay, and also this one other approach. If we want to this is this fact record, the medical record, and then there's this lab record here. So most of the times when a new patient comes and goes to the medical record to look for his record, maybe they give him his record ID, and then maybe he wants to visit the lab record for a test. He takes his record ID and takes it to what's it called, the lab record, and then they have to like register it here. Now the drawback on this particular one is that every time a new patient comes, he has to take this record ID and then take it with him and go to this lab record. So further recommendation was to build another data model that would consolidate these two fact tables, the medical record and the lab record, into one fact table. So all of these records here and these one will be consolidated into this. But basically, we'll be using this particular data model for our serving layer. So going to this is my pipeline architecture. So we'll be doing the copy activity using Azure from the on-premises, from the on-prem. So we'll create a container. I'll walk you through it. We'll create a container in the blob storage where our data will be copied from here. And then we use the Azure Data Factory, the ADF, to extract the data from this container to the Azure blob storage. Or basically, we just copy the data because it's a CSV file. We'll copy it to the Azure blob storage, create a container in the Azure blob storage, and then we'll copy it into it. And then we use the Azure Data Factory pipeline to move the data to the staging layer, which is the SQL database, and then transform it. So this process is it's the reverse of the ELT process, and then we'll transform it and then load it again to the staging layer where the business analysts and other activities can be taken there. Then this is my steps to creation of the resource and group services in Azure. So as you can see, if I zoom it a little bit, we start by creating a resource group and then create the storage that I would like to use. And then inside of the storage account, which is the blob storage, we'll create a container that would copy the CSV files. So because these files were like different departments of the hospital, so we'll create all of them. We'll put all of the files, the 4 files, in a container. And then also we'll create an SQL database. This will be for the staging area. And then we use our data factory to make to orchestrate the data pipeline, and then also to orchestrate the data pipeline. All right, so going here. So this is the process workflow. So I used the copy activity to copy the data from the data source. and then use it to create a data set in the Azure Blob Storage. And then here we specify the data format, which is CSV. And also we create a link service. And in this link service, we'll specify the connection strings. And here, so we use the get, my screen is not showing, but we use the get the metadata activity to get the metadata of the data we are connecting to. Sorry, my system is hungry. Okay, so these are the inputs of the data, the link service connection strings that we imputed, and also when we linked it to the storage of where the data is, and then we get the output. So this is the connection strings of this is what it outputted. If you looked at it, you will see on the main CSV files, we have the image results data, and also have the lab result data. We have the medical results, and then the patient's results, and also. So now for us to get all of kind of put this in an automated way, we have to use the what's it called, get metadata. So this get metadata kind of loops through each of the tables in the container. So when it loops through each of the tables, instead of it to copy one after the other, it just loops through it and then copies all of them to. So we used an expression builder to specify the activity, and then we configure it, and then we copy it to the staging layer. So this basically is just copying the file and the putting together the activity for each activity that copies each of the table from the container, the Azure Blob Storage container, to a source. And so we now create the source. The source of the data would be our SQL data base. So, and then when we copy it from, we create use the Azure Data Factory to orchestrate the data pipeline that would move all of the CSV file. This is the the CSV file will be CSV is the format, and then we will like set the schema. We set the schema of the, because it was specified in the requirement that the schema should be an SDG. So here, to specify the schema to be an SDG, and then to be created upon when we import it. So we choose none, so it's created when it is imported. And also, we open the data set and specify the file name for connection. We set the parameter name, and then add the dynamic file name using the expression builder. So the expression builder, it's a tool that we use to use together with the copying activity. And also, we also specify the file name.
Hello,
so
guys.
the dot, yeah.
Sorry to cut you. Please, can you round up because your time is almost up? It's already 12 minutes.
Okay, so this is we are using the pipeline expression builder to copy the file, and then use the dot name to access each name of the file. And then we now move it to the sync. Sync is the SQL database, which is the staging area. And then we get from the SQL database, move all of the data using the Azure Data Factory, and then move it to set all the sync parameters. Then we validate our pipeline, and all of the pipeline runs, and then trying to check if the data has been moved. They access the data with the query editor, and we can see here all of the 4 tables was loaded successfully. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. God, that was really, really detailed. I'm not really a data engineering person, but I think I learned something. Inshallah, let me see. I'm now a data engineer because it was well detailed. Give me the project. I'm going to do it from start to finish. All right, thank you so much, God. I believe, guys, we've learned one or two, but even if I know you're not a data engineer, it might be sounding like gibberish. But not to worry, okay? In less than 30 minutes or 40 minutes, we're going to walk you through on everything that you have to know about getting started as a data engineer. Okay, thank you very much, God. I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much for sharing.
All right, thank you.
All right. So
All right, sorry, before God goes, please, I would want to confirm, God, how was your experience like? Did you in terms of coding and all that, do you have any background in coding before you go? Sorry.
If I have any background coding,
Yes.
yes.
Okay. And how have the training program been? Do you think that a beginner getting started will be able to handle the session? Do you think it's, or do you have anybody in your class that was a beginner and was able to do this same thing that you're doing at the moment?
Yes, I think it's very easy for a beginner to start. It's just boils down to who manages the program and who they are, would stake in them. Because like the person, the tutor assigned to us makes sure it carries everybody along and everybody is doing fine.
All right, awesome. That's good. All right. Anyways, thanks a lot for taking our time to speak to us, to speak to people that are also looking to getting started. Okay. You were in their shoes a couple of months ago, all right? But now you're doing great stuff already. Like, talking data engineering terminologies, like it's a piece of cake. You've done a
Yeah,
great job.
I just want to say that I'm not actually good with presentation, so I was kind of feeling nervous and because I could feel
No,
it
it doesn't.
myself.
You did a
But
great
no
job,
worries.
to be honest with you. You did a great job. All right. Yeah, thanks a lot for taking our time to do this. Yeah. I'm pretty sure people are excited about the opportunity, to be able to even do the things that you've done already just now. A lot of people are looking out to see how they can actually do the same thing. So you've done a great job, yeah. And yeah, thank you very much, God.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, God. You can stop sharing. Okay, so guys, you see, God did not have prior experience in data engineering, even they had prior experience in coding. Okay, so that's the good thing about our programs. It is beginner friendly. Don't worry, just sit back, your fingers crossed, you are going to be mind blown in today's session. Okay, so the next person we are going to be calling on is a data analyst. Okay, so let a data analyst, come and blow our minds again. Hello, Victoria. Confirm you can hear me. Good evening.
Good evening, Edidio. Good evening, Ifemina.
Victoria, why is your voice so down? Are you okay?
Yes, can you hear me properly now?
Okay, yes, you can be a bit more audible if you can, but if not, it's fine. We can manage this.
Okay.
How are you doing
Can
today?
you hear me now?
Yes, loud and clear.
All right. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
I'm so sorry. I apologize. I won't be able to turn on my camera. If that's okay, please.
Okay, it's fine. So far as we can hear you loud and clear and we can see your screen, then it's okay by us. Okay, so Victoria, can you just tell us when did you join our program?
Okay, so I joined analytics last year, October.
Okay.
Yes. So
All
that's when I
right. So
joined.
before you joined, did you have any prior experience in data analysis?
Okay, no, I actually didn't have any experience. Actually, no, I didn't have. So I learned a lot with analytics, actually.
All right, no problem. Okay, so you can share your screen and let's see what you have for us.
Okay. Please confirm you can see my screen.
Yes, we can see your screen. Please just put it on full
All right.
presentation and then you're good to go.
Can you see it now?
Yes, we can. Right on. You have the
All
floor.
right. Okay. Thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. My name is Victoria Uchimadu. Yeah, so I'm a data analyst with Tenalytics. Yeah, so I just want to in a few couple of minutes, I'm going to run you through a data set that I worked on for Express Tech International, a delivery a food delivery service. Yes, so here is an overview of Express Tech. So this is a survey analysis of my slides involves the introduction, the dashboard I was able to build, my insights and my recommendation. Yes. So please can you still see my screen, right?
Yes, yeah, we can see your screen.
Right. So Express Tech is a food delivery company that has partnered with several restaurants in Nigeria to deliver foods to their customer. Yes. So they've asked their customers, so they wanted to understand how their services have been and then how their customers have perceived them, to generally weigh their customer satisfaction and see their performance, their general overall performance score. Yes, so I have been employed as a supply chain analyst at food deliveries that will enable the organization make informed business decisions towards future investment. Yes, so I'll just dive right in. So this is my dashboard here. So generally this dashboard, we can see from here, this is the total number of customers that took the survey are 388. The average family size are 3.3. The distinct count is 77. We have the female to be 166 and then the male to be 222. So yeah, this is just an overview of what my dashboard looks like. So I would break it down for you. Okay, so first off, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm trying to take this away. I don't know, but it's fine. Okay, so I wanted to make it a full screen so that everybody can see properly.
It's
Sorry.
actually a full screen from my end. We can see it clearly.
Okay, trying to move this away, but it's fine. Okay, so yeah, this is the insight. So from the data set, we have more meal ordering foods and with a total of 222 out of 388 total customers that took the survey. And that's majorly because, most men don't cook. Men generally find it stressful to cook. Yes, so a further breakdown also shows that we have more of youth within the age bracket of 20 to 25 and 26 to 30 who are single. So from the dashboard breakdown here, from this chart by the right-hand side, the image by the right-hand side is what I'm trying to explain right now. So we have a single figure of 156 for single male and single female for 122 over here. This is it. So this demarcation shows the one for male and then the one for female, and also here. So this is for splits of gender by age group. We have the 20 to 25 age group and then 26 to 30. These are the people that that took the survey and that is ordering food majorly from Express Tech. And also from the data set, a further survey shows that students contribute largely to this survey and the growth of the business with a total figure of 207. So here, this is from the image above. We can see where students have, this is male for 115 and then female for 92. In general, we have more students ordering food followed by employee. Yes, so yes, so the next slide. So my recommendations from this is that generally it can be seen that singles contribute largely to the amount of people buying food at Express Tech, and a large number of them are students. So it doesn't even matter. These people are students and then they are still buying food. So I recommend that, more awareness be done majorly in student areas because this is our target audience. These are the places where we are getting customers from generally. So my job as a data analyst here is to analyze, where are we making more sales? Who are the people buying majorly from us? Where do we need to improve? What are we lacking on? And so that's what this analysis is all about. So from the analysis that was conducted, you can see that students are the one buying more. And that would give us an idea of, okay, let's have more awareness, let's do more outreach in the student areas, let them know about Express Tech. Okay, this is what we do. We have great foods and all of that, so that we can have more people, generate more customers, and then generate more income. And also, when you do this, you have to have efficient hands, which are like the riders that are going to deliver this food. So riders should be on standby to such locations so that, immediately they place orders, it gets their food delivered to them. So this way it will prompt them, encourage them to refer their friends, their colleagues, and like, oh, okay, these people are great, they are very fast, they're efficient, and then also freebies. Students love freebies. Yes, they love discounts and all of those things. So maybe you give them extra coleslaw, extra beef, extra plantain or something. Remember that this is a food delivery business, so we are making use of food. So, give them these things to entice them, to make them know that, okay, you are actually interested in their service, and then you are ready to render your service to them. And also focusing on the employees from the data set here. We can see here we have more students and employees. These are the people that are generally ordering food from Express Tech. So focusing on the employees, Express Tech staff, they should go to offices, companies where they have different places, let them know about their services, and introducing their service to them, and also include a segment of discount. Let's say, oh, okay, as a company, if about 10 or 15 staffs are buying from here, we're going to give you so discount every day. You can get varieties of so meal, just something to make them be interested and then increase our income. And also, so here, this is customer preference meal order for by medium P1. Yeah, so we have this food delivery apps. This is the medium by which people are ordering. So we have food delivery apps, we have working, we have direct call, and then we have web browser. So we can see that people are majorly ordering from the food delivery apps. So this is the one that is generating more income. We have over 358 people that are choosing to order from the food delivery apps. We have just 22 people doing for workings. We have direct call for 5, and then we have web browser for 3. So, and Express Tech is looking to launch their S-Shop platform. So this is a great idea, and then they should make it the S-Shop platform, should be built in a way with user and friendly interface, so that everybody can be able to navigate. Basically, a lot of people do not like to leave their homes. They want to get food at the comfort of their homes. That's the reason why they are ordering food in the first place. So this is something they should also look into. And then we have a high number of people ordering as graduates and MSc holders. Navigating the app would be a problem, actually. So this is going to be a good thing. They should look into the launching of their S-Shop, get a platform for their own, since they're a food delivery organization. So this is filtering by more good food quality. Yes, so the number of people who agree and survey agree are average, while we have 112 people that are neutral. This may be because they don't know what to rate it yet, or maybe not convinced. So this good food quality, this is food you cannot compromise on quality. Basically, you really have to invest in quality. So my recommendation is that Express Tech restaurants, they should review their prices if need be, if it's possible for them to increase the prices, as long as they are giving their customers what they order. As long as they're giving them quality for their money, people are going to buy. Remember, we have unemployed, which are students, which are the people that are buying the most. So these people are unemployed, regardless, they are still eating. So no matter the price, as long as your food is good, people would always buy, no matter at what price you are selling, as long as it's tasty and it is quality. Yeah, so filtering by late delivery. You can see this is an image here showing a late delivery order, and also late delivery is a major thing that should be worked upon. Yeah, from the survey that was taken, we can see that that there was an issue of late delivery, so people were complaining. The survey showed that some people were not satisfied. They were saying, oh, the riders staying commonly, some of them got wrong orders, and also riders that are conversant with the roads must have lived in that location for a substantial amount of years. years should be employed. This is, this is a way to improve their service with a thorough screening, and also educated riders who can also navigate the Google Map accurately should be prioritized in order to improve the delivery time and be such proportion to amount of people that agree to wrong order being delivered and those that disagree. So like, a lot of people were complaining that, okay, they got the wrong orders, and then we have 129 people who disagree, and then we have 191 people who agree. And so, this is something that should also be looked into also for those that receive wrong orders. They should employ efficient hands that should be able to, prioritize the customer satisfaction. Okay, this is what they are ordering. There shouldn't be any mistakes. And also my recommendations are that more hands be employed and a separate employee be responsible for thorough observation of the order item before sending it out, more like a different person is packing the orders, a different person is confirming the orders. This way you're able to be efficient and also deliver exactly what people are doing. This more like doing a two-step verification, to make sure that we satisfy our customers. Okay, so moving ahead, we have customer preference of their first meal, the first snacks, and 31% prefer lunch. A lot of people go ahead to skip breakfast. Yes, so basically most of us that we are here, so many people, they don't eat breakfast. Some people are working, some people are probably waking up very late, or some people just, oh my God. Okay, sorry, can you still hear me?
Yes, ma'am. We are enjoying the presentation. We are with you.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so I recommend that during the beginning of the day, partnering restaurants should be made known to prioritize snacks and light lunch. During the day, a lot of people would not want to have heavy foods. Obviously, you can't eat swallow or, something heavy for those that are going to work or some that are just going ahead to skip breakfast. So they shouldn't prioritize on very heavy food. So they should prioritize on snacks and then lunch. These are the things that are ordered as a first meal of the day. So then maybe in the evenings, you now go for edible foods, and this is a better way to, suit the customers' orders. And moving ahead. So for family size, we have an average of 3 to 4 family size ordering more. Okay, so basically people would think if you are just 1 or 2, they might not probably want to go through the stress of ordering. So that's why we have an average of 3 to 5 families that are ordering. 3 to 4, sorry. So if they are above 4, like 5 or 6 or 7, they would be like, that money instead of us wasted on food, how about we cook or something? So these are the people that are ordering. So my recommendation should be, a food box that would attract people within this range, 3 to 4 people. So you get like a food box to say, okay, when you order for, 3 to 4 family pack size, you get also discounts, or you get extra freebie. And also these are things to really entice customers to be able to patronize more. Also Express should introduce more restaurant choices with good food quality for customers to have varieties, placing order on the S-Shop app. Moving ahead, so from the recommendations given, yes, so if followed and adopted, will lead to a 20% increase in revenue and a significant increase in customer satisfaction rating. This will in turn improve general operational efficiency at Express Tech and influence business growth. Thank you very much. That's the end of my presentation.
Thank you very much, Victoria. You are really a professional data analyst. Like, I'm not missing words. Okay, so I think I'm going to employ you to come and help me analyze data sets in my eatery company. Okay, I have eatery company. So all these your feedbacks now, I'm going back to implement it. Like, I've taken note of everything, because right now, as a data analyst, you really helped my business, and I must say, you are super amazing. You're really a professional, and Tenalytics, we are proud of you. Okay, so I just want to ask like 1 or 2 questions before you go. So let me ask, how did Tenalytics actually help you, like with this whole idea you're coming up with now, the whole skill you have now, because it's top notch. So I want to really understand, so that those ones are looking at joining will actually learn 1 or 2. Please, just 1 minute.
Okay, truthfully, before Tenalytics, I had no idea. I wasn't a tech person. I don't have a tech background. I studied English and literature in school. So
Wow.
that's for you to understand that I don't even, mathematics is not even my friend, but with analytics, it has been a great journey. I've been able to do a lot of things, and basically all that I am right now, all that I am able to do is all thanks to analytics. I won't even lie. Even if I'm going to do any personal studying or whatever, the person that laid the background, the person that laid the foundation was analytics, and I give it all to analytics. So they have really great facilitators. That cannot even be overemphasized. Those people are wonderful, they're always available to, tend to your questions, answer you, carry you along, whatever. Even if it's past working hours, trust me, they will reply you. Yes, so that's just one thing about analytics. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much, Victoria, for finding out time to, come and present what you have. I must say, like, the sky is like your starting point, because what I've just seen now, you're good. And I'll give it to you. Okay, well done. And thank you very much.
Very much. Yeah.
All right, guys. So you heard directly from the horse's mouth. Okay, so Victoria did not have any prior knowledge. Okay, so that's like a very, very interesting part about analytics. Whether you know it already or not, just come. So analytics is going to just help you to give you that stepping stone for you to start the tech career that you desire. Okay, so another person we are going to be having now is going to be the data scientist. Okay, and we have Peace. Hello, Peace. Good evening. Please confirm you can hear me. Hello, Peace. Are you there?
Hello? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm here. Good evening. Good evening,
Good
everyone.
evening. Good evening. Good evening. How are you doing, Peace?
Yeah, I'm very fine, Edith Young. Thank you very much.
Okay, good to have you on the call today. So what do you have for us?
Okay, so I'm presenting a project I did on computer vision.
Okay, please share
One
your
of the first
screen.
projects I had to work on, thanks to analytics. Okay, yeah, thank you.
Please share your screen.
Your screen. Okay, can you all see my screen?
Yes, ma, we can see your screen.
Hello? Okay. Thank you very much. So, hello everyone. My name is Obe Peace, and I'll be presenting the computer vision project I worked on in the data science training. And okay, so my interest, I love anything data related, obviously, and it was really exciting working on this project. And briefly, what computer vision means, and what computer vision is all about is oh my god, my English, pardon me. It's AI related artificial intelligence, and it trains computers to interpret and understand visual world. So it's very, very similar to our brain interpreting what our eyes see. For example, if you look at the first image I have on the left hand here, your eye sees an apple, banana, and then the brain interprets it. And the same thing also for computer vision. The sensory device, which is your camera, it sees the apple or the banana in the plate, and then it takes it, it sends it to the interpreting device, which is a computer. Now, this computer would have been trained on various would have been trained to recognize this apple or banana or any other object, and then it gives you the identity of what it saw or of the data that was sent to it. It gives you the identity as an output. And that is basically what computer vision means. And it's being applied in various sectors. For example, you have it being applied on the robotics department, food industry, document analysis, and radar imaging and the likes. And I'll give a brief, a more detailed discussion about the application of computer vision in the other slides. So for this project, my goal was to create a system that can identify, recognize, and track your hand movement. That is, as you move your hand, it tracks it. You move it to the left, right, it tracks it, and then it shows that, okay, this is a hand. And also to recognize your body pose. Like we can see this footballer, and you can see his pose being identified by this dots. This dots are the markers that the computer vision program uses to identify, okay, this is a footballer, and this is how the pose looks like. Okay, and so for the first part of the project, which was hand detection, you can see the hand here, you can see the points or the markers the pink and then the green lines, joining them together. And that is basically how computer vision works. You have the point and then it detects it, and it is trained to detect those points. And once it can detect those points correctly, then it gives you the output that, yes, this is a hand I'm seeing here. And I made use of some programming languages, Python, CV2, MediaPipe, and those are some packages that we use in computer vision. And for this hand detection, it's widely used for sign language recognition. For example, you can just hold out one finger and then the computer interprets it as maybe number 1. And this is really, really important for maybe the visually impaired people, so they can make use of this computer vision program to communicate with other people. And other applications of the ad detection program are listed here on your right-hand side. You can see the list. Human computer interaction, immersive experiences for those of you that play games really, really well. So ad detection is mostly used. It's also used in some of the VR games, in healthcare, security and surveillance, music and performance, education and training, and the likes. So those are the various applications of ad detection computer vision programs. And then the second part was the post detection. So this is me here, my eyes, my teeth, and my shoulders. So that is the basic post detection program I created. I wrote or something like that. So this is like a basic post detection program. There are other way advanced post detection program which are widely employed in various industry, such as the healthcare, the sports, the entertainment industry, automotive industry, robotics, retail and marketing, and the likes. Okay, so deeply for the supermarket stores, it's used. Computer vision is also employed in supermarket and retail stores, and it's used to reduce customer wait time, reduce downtime, and enhance customer experience. And it's also used for crack detection in buildings. For example, you can see the building and you can see the crack, and then the computer is trained to detect this crack in the walls of building. And once it detects this cracks, it tells you, okay, this crack, this building is at risk of collapsing, and it helps to ensure safety and prevent accidents even before it happens. So this is the real life application of computer vision, and yeah. So that was basically what I did for the hand and post detection program for computer vision. And it has a lot of potentials, and it's continually growing, moving into AI and the likes. And you can read more and watch more tutorials and the likes on computer vision. So yeah, that's basically the end of my presentation. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Peace. So few questions. So when did you join Tenalytics?
Okay, I joined last year, November.
Okay, so
Last
did
year.
you have prior knowledge on coding before you joined?
No. I remember I was really scared. I think the reason why I chose the data science was because it had Python as one of the stack that would be taught, and I know that the data world now is evolving into this using coding and the like. So I was really scared of using Python. I didn't even know what it was all about. I just know about the big Python and everything. So Tenalytics really helped me to quench that phobia of Python, and that's one of the major tools I frequently use now for data analysis and machine learning and the like. So it's really nice. It's really nice.
Okay. So do you have like a live video of this project that you did? Because I'm really interested. I want to see. Do you have it on your system? Is this something you can
Interested in the
show
live
us?
video?
Mhm.
Unfortunately, no, I cannot show it now. I don't have a live video of it, and
That's
it
heartbreaking.
will take time for me to run the whole Anaconda and everything, and open up my app and everything. So
All right, no
maybe
problem.
next time I'll try and share the video.
Okay, it's totally fine. It's fine. Thank you very much for your time. So how did Tenalytics actually help? Because I know you mentioned you didn't even have prior knowledge. How were you able to, write all the whole coding, the machine learning to the point of even developing a hand dictation program? Please enlighten me or enlighten us.
Okay. Okay, I think one good thing about analytics that makes it stand out among all the other e-learning platforms out there is the let's I say 101 learning approach system or step-by-step learning approach system. So we have watch me do it videos, and then they explain. It's just like the ABC. Okay, write to this code of line. This is what it gives you. Then move on to this, and move on to this, and then you have access to the trainers if you have any questions, or if you are stuck at any point. You have access to the trainers. You give them you write your questions, and then they give you the answers immediately, and even if not immediately, maybe within a day you have answers. So I think those were the things that really helped me. The accessibility of and then the step-by-step guidance on the project, and those were the two things that really helped me to catch up with the whole coding and data world in general. Yeah.
All right, thank you very much, Peace. I really appreciate your time, and well done. You've done really well. Okay, so Tenalytics actually gives you that stepping stone, and then you build from there, and then you become a superstar. Just as what you've seen Peace do. Peace didn't have any experience at all in coding, okay? But from the classes and the trainings that Tenalytics has actually given, she was able to write these codes to actually develop a program that can dictate the hand and also the body. It's quite disheartening that she does not have a live video to show us. I'm already crying because I would have really loved to see the whole video, but anyways, it is totally fine. Thank you very much, Peace. We really appreciate your time. Okay, so we are looking forward to more things, okay, that you've actually done, and well done. Okay, so the next person, the last but not the least, is our business analyst. Hello, Cherish. Good evening.
Yes, good evening. And
Cherry,
good
how are
evening,
you doing?
everybody. I'm
Good
fine.
evening.
Can you hear me? Confirm you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Fantastic.
Okay, so what do you have for us today? Can you share your screen?
All right, I'll be doing that immediately.
Okay, so please, you help us make the presentation, max 10 to 12 minutes.
Okay, I'll do the best I can.
All right, thank you.
All right, can you confirm that you can see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen. Just put it on slideshow and you are good to go.
Yeah, that's where it is right now. Is it okay now?
Yes, please. You have the floor. Go on.
Fantastic. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. And thank you to the host and everyone here. My name is Cherish Ojefu, and I'll be doing some project showcase as a business analyst. But before I hit the road, I want to talk about the guys that talked earlier, the data engineer, data analyst, data scientist. They did fantastically well. But I just want to throw a little light before I go into what I have to share about analysis. You know, sometimes we hear about analysis, analytics, analysts. Sometimes want to mix them up. I just summed it up this way to say, analysis is the process of dissecting a subject matter into components or various parts to examine them in detail, so that you can give clarity and guide an entity when they are taking strategic decisions. It's important that I mention this so that when I'm talking as a business analyst, we really can flow, and I see why we do what we do. Of course, we have the processes involved in analysis, where we talk about gathering and organizing information, identifying patterns and relationship. Of course, evaluating the evidences that you have gathered and drawing conclusions. While analytics, most times analysis and analytics are used interchangeably. I'm saying this because we'll be talking about business analysis later, but we hear the word data analytics. Analytics focuses more on the applications and tools and techniques that are used to analyze the data, while analysis is the entire process. Then an analyst is a person who studies, or an analyst analyzes using analytical skills. All right. So somebody told me that we have various types of analysts, but I say something that for every analyst, or for every analysis, there's an analyst, and we have business analysts, financial analysts, data analysts, like my colleague that just spoke before me now, market analyst, of course, risk analyst. You can almost analyze anything at all. I'll jump into business analyst now. That as a business analyst, we carry out analysis for businesses. Of course, financial analyst carries out, financial analysis on financial information. And of course, risk analyst will look at risk and then tell you what it entails and the implication. When we talk about types of analysis, as against type of analyst, we have descriptive analysis, we have predictive analysis, we have diagnostic analysis, we have prescriptive analysis, and cost-benefit analysis. But at Tenalytics, we train you are trained and empowered to be whatever you want to be. For me, I chose the path of a business analyst, and it's working for me. So I joined Tenalytics April. I'm part of the April cohort, and within about a month and some maybe 2 weeks, about 6 weeks, I've been able to come up with 5 projects. I think 6 actually, but I have 5 here. Talking about creation of business dashboards with the use of various tools. BA here means a business analyst. We have the Power BI, of course, Microsoft Excel, to create dashboards. I also created business databases using a PostgreSQL. Also, we did, I had a project on stakeholder analysis, and where we use the RACI matrix model, where we talked about who is responsible for what, who is accountable, who should be communicated with what information and the likes. And then I also have a creation of business cases for company, and I have corporate process mapping. This is what I'll be discussing on in the few minutes that I have left. I don't want to bore you with so much things, right? So here we have a case of a client with a particular situation and wants us to, help them and analyze the issue as a business analyst. And here I'll read it quickly. It's ABC Tech. The name of the client is ABC. I renamed the client's name because for data privacy purpose, because confidentiality is also one of the oaths you have on your shoulders as a professional. Right? ABC Tech is a large supplier of consumer hardware devices such as laptops, tablets, printers, monitors, and cables. They have large stores in every state in the country, and they also have an online store where customers purchase items. All right, and then when customer purchase item online, they deliver it to their homes or to their offices or to the nearest tech store. Of course, we have Jumia Tech Store also. ABC Tech offers technical support to small and medium-sized companies. I beg your pardon. These services include setting up new machines for employees, of course, responding to support issues raised by the employees, like access control, errors on their computers, malware, and malware refers to viruses and the like, and then, of course, security monitoring. ABC Tech helps to physically collect machines that need to be fixed and send them to the manufacturer where this is necessary. But this is about ABC Tech, who contacted us as our client. And their own challenge now is there's a pandemic period where they are in, and businesses have to modify their operations owing to social media distancing and other COVID-19 pandemic measures. And of course, government gave guidelines, and this is business. It was no longer business as usual. You are not having physical touches, but business must continue. So ABC Tech is looking at tasking us as business analysts to find a COVID-19 or a COVID-safe way to help customers have their delivery without any flaw. And then, of course, that when they purchase their system online. So the company provided us with their process, which we tag as is, which is their current way that they're operating. Since the pandemic, a new process is needed as clients of ABC Tech. And then their employees they are now working from home. The technicians will need to track the system delivered to various homes. And this, everything they give us is in, letters, words, papers. But for you to analyze these things as a business analyst, you have to first, or the primary duty of a business analyst is to ensure that you make complex situations simple and to make it very understandable. And as such, looking at their process, they fed us with this information about their process, how they work, And we told them, oh, we're going to prescribe a COVID-19 safe process for them that will not break down, their operations. And this is the process that they have. That the computer given to each employee is tracked with an inventory number. That's one. A special remote access software is loaded onto the machine so that the machine can be tracked from wherever the IT person is, as against them going to see the system one-on-one. Then when the employee has a problem and they need support, they can enter a ticket from the special software found on their desktop, or they can send an email to support at Jumia Tech, which is a sub company to ABC Tech, who will also feed ABC Tech with the information. The communication to Jumia Tech is logged and given a ticket number, of course, added to the queue. And because of time, the entire process is written this way. So what we have to do as business analysts is to look at, you put these processes into a pictorial view, because there is, of course, when you have an information as a picture, it sticks more in the mind than being in letters. And that's also one of our jobs as business analysts. You want to see a process, you want to design it into models that you can understand and easily see through. Oh, this is where we can make corrections, this is what we can tweak and what we can adjust. And this entire process now, we have fed it into a corporate process map using the Draw.io tools. That's not the only the drawing tool that you use as a business analyst. There are so many of them. We have the LiveDraw, we have the Microsoft Visio and the likes. But for the purpose of this analysis, I'll be using the Draw.io tool. And for the Draw.io tool, you see I'll be dancing between the previous slide and this, so we can relate easily. When you look at the step 1 here now, the computer is given to each employee with an inventory number. But where the issue starts from is when the employee logs an issue and sends mails to support. All right. Then when you look at I hope you can see. Can you see my mouse? Please confirm you can see my mouse, please.
Yes, we can see your mouse.
Oh, fantastic. All right. So now this everything you are seeing in this previous slide in words and letters, we have transformed it into a map that we can look through and see what happens, so that we can logically reason like analysts that we are. So when an employee, logs an issue, the next thing is the flow. Someone call it like a flow chart, but I see it more like a process. I call it a process chart or process map. That once the issue is logged by an employee, a ticket is created by the ticketing system. If you remember earlier, I mentioned that they have a special software that automatically identifies their process when they issue tickets and the like. So when the employee logs an issue, a ticket is created, and then
Hello, Cherish.
Yes, please.
You have like 2 minutes, please. Can you summarize?
All right, that's fine. So we'll look at the process. This is this particular circle. It's an action point, of course, with the rectangles. We are seeing them. The ticket is created. The ticket is added to a queue, and then the arrow is pointing. This arrow is pointing where the next line of action is. With the rectangles. But when you get to where you have this diamond shape, this is a decision. I want to really talk about this, the decision shape, point or an action where you have a yes or a no. But when you consider the ticket is added to a queue, then the ticket is being reviewed and the employee is being contacted. Now, when the employee is contacted, we need to confirm if the employee can connect remotely. If the employee can connect remotely, that's where we're having yes. If the employee can connect remotely, we have a yes here. And then if the issue is resolved, then if it is, we want to ask, has the issue been resolved? If yes, then the ticket is updated. When the ticket is updated as issue has been resolved, a confirmation mail will be sent to the employee. However, if the employee cannot connect remotely with the system, that means it's a no. So it simply means a higher support level is needed. Then if higher level support is needed, then that's a yes here. We move on to trigger higher level steps. That's here now, which will require trying to get the system and of course maybe send to the manufacturer. But if it's a no, then there's a need to collect the computer. Now, to collect the computer, remember it's a COVID-19 period, and then we need to send some of our staff to go to the client's office to collect the computer. Once the computer is collected, this arrow now sends it, the computer is handed over to the company, the tech company, who receives the a loaner machine and then tries to troubleshoot the issue, and the issue that the employee complained about. Then we want to ask, if the issue is being troubleshooted, does the PC needs to go to the manufacturer? If no, then we also trigger back to the higher step to find if higher step is needed, definitely, because it means we can resolve it with our tech guys. If not, it goes to the manufacturer for a resolution process. If it goes to the manufacturer will pick, the manufacturer will now send, give us a system that's either they fix the system or they give a new one and give to ABC Tech, who delivers the fixed system to the employee office. Or since they're working at home now, of course, their home is their office, and the machine is recovered, then the ticket will be updated, I beg your pardon. Then the employee it will be delivered to the employee, who will confirm if the system is working well. If it's confirmed that the system is working well, then the ticket is closed, that it has been resolved. Having mapped out the process of ABC, everything here is done, built from scratch using the Draw.io tool as a business analyst to make the organization see, oh, this is a better way to operate as a company. So we want to look at this and say, as business analyst, this is the best way you can work. And if we say no, we want to, we have a better idea. With the same Draw.io tool, we can, or any of the process mapping tool, we can actually get up other process map for the company. So with the little I've shared with you, we can look at our Draw.io and then get our hands to work as analysts to get a better process for the organization.
Thank you very much, Sherry. Thank you so much. Okay, yeah, it's well detailed. I wish we had a lot of time so that you can break things down very, very much for us. But it's quite unfortunate that we are behind time. But thank you so much. So I want to ask, when did you join our program?
Yeah, I joined Tenalytics April.
That's April, wow.
Yes, about 6 weeks, less than 6 weeks, yes.
So in 6 weeks or less, you were able to come up with this. This is really, really amazing. So let me ask, did you have any prior knowledge from anywhere before you joined Tenalytics?
No, I don't, other than use my biro and paper to just scribble, this is how a process should look like. But I was hearing it for the first time with Tenalytics, to be honest. And that Tenalytics is crazy to know that, forgive me, I'm using the word crazy, that you have facilitators who will just pick you from where you are and drop you where you cannot imagine you can be, to be honest. When I look back at the past 5 weeks of my life, I want to, say I took one of the best decisions of my life to, get listed with Tenalytics. And in my office, I'm doing some things that make them to wonder, how are you doing this? And I just told them, get booked up with Tenalytics and you'll be better than me. Thank you.
Wow, interesting. All right, thank you very much, Jerry. I really, really appreciate. Well done, lovely presentation. I love what you've actually done for yourself in 6 weeks. Okay, so guys, those ones that are listening, okay, you've seen what Jerry's has done in 6 weeks. That should show you that Tenalytics got you covered. We pick you from a place where you don't have any knowledge, okay, and then we put you in a place that you are filled with the whole knowledge, and then you can actually kickstart your tech career. Okay. Thank you very much, Cherry. So the whole summary of what Cherry has actually been saying, as a business analyst, you are literally in between the technical persons and the stakeholders. So with that map, okay, so the other employees, they can actually literally get a knowledge of, okay, this is what we're actually doing, okay? In between, the stakeholders are like, okay, this is what we want to do, okay, like the whole plain details he gave us. And then the technical persons are like, okay, so this is what you want to do. Where do we start? And the rest, these are just gibberish. So the business analyst comes in and now breaks the whole process down using this map that he has actually showed us. Okay, so with this whole map, it makes the work very easy. So that is like literally the role of a business analyst. Thank you very much, Cherry. We really, really appreciate it. You can stop sharing your screen, and well, then we look forward to doing amazing stuff with you. Thank you very much. Okay, guys,
Thank you
so this
very
is
much.
like
Thank
the end
you.
of yeah, you're welcome. This is like the end of our presentation, okay, the whole showcase. So now it's time for us to literally dive right into the main details. So I know you've heard a lot. You're like, where do I even start from? Okay, you guys have been speaking gibberish all along. Okay, how do I even start? Where do I start from? I don't know my left from my right. Not to worry. Okay, we've got you covered. Okay, so my colleague Efemina is going to be putting us through from every detail you need to know. Okay, from being a data analyst, a data scientist, data engineer, and also a business analyst. Not to worry, we've got you covered. Hello, Efemina Pro. I like your glasses, by the way.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. And I was totally excited about the project that we presented today also. Very excited, very enlightening. And I'm sure you guys had a wonderful time, with the presentation. Okay. So, like Adidian has rightly said, the next part is just to, what's the next thing? Okay. I'm interested. I want to get started. I want to be like Cherish. I want to be like Victoria, and all the people that presented today. We're looking at seeing yourself in that position. How do I get started? The key thing is they were like you also the last couple of weeks. Okay, all right, if you look at when they started, majority of them joined a free masterclass, just the same way you are joining for free at the moment. Okay, and the key thing is that making that conscious decision to start, to get started. Let me try. Let me get started. And you see, in the span of how many months they were able to achieve something great. Okay. And these are the things that we try to, bring forward to let you know that it always seems impossible until it is done, until somebody else goes ahead to do it. Be like, oh, I wish I had started. Oh, I wish I had, and so on. And these are the things that, hold a lot of people back. So if you're looking to getting started in the tech space, okay, the best platform without a doubt anywhere in the world is Analytics. All right. You want to learn from people that have experience. You want to get started. This is the best platform to be on. So, like I would like to share some, seeing is believing. All right. And we have had quite a number of people transition into the tech space within the last, we've helped over 2,000 plus people within the last 4 years transition into the tech space. And the good thing is we have proof of people getting these jobs. So when we say you're going to get a job after completing the training program, okay, there are opportunities for you. If you want to work remotely from Nigeria, you want to get a job in Canada, you want to get a job in the UK, you're currently in Germany, you want to get a job, you're in Italy, you're in France, you're in any part of the world, and you're an African in those parts of the world, and you're looking to get a job within the tech space, you know where to be. This is the place to be. And we have proof, and I'm going to show you the proof. We have Abigail in there, okay? So Abigail is the first person that you see over here. So give me a second, okay? Abigail is the first lady that you're seeing on the screen, okay? And Abigail was working as a care worker, okay? Abigail was working in the care space, and she transitioned from the care space to getting a job as a business analyst. Okay, this is not something that you will find on a day-to-day. All right, you see it here. Okay, she's working in the care space in Canada. Okay, and in the span of getting started, learning, went through the business analysis training program, and currently she works as a business analyst with who? She works with the government of Canada as a business analyst. For someone that used to work as a care worker, currently work as a business analyst, guess what? When she resumed the office, which was late last year, early this year, she actually had 2 people reporting to her. This is somebody that, a few months ago, before she started, she wasn't, entirely sure what she wanted to do in the tech space. She chose business analysis, and now she's leading a team within one of the most reputable organizations here in Canada. All right. Now, Tony also was a pharmacist. Okay. She was a pharmacist. So if obviously we know pharmacists, they earn good money also. Well, she moved from Nigeria to the UK, wanted to get, obviously in order for you to become a pharmacist in the UK, you need to go through certification, you need to go through schools and all that. She didn't want to go through all that. So she said, okay, you know what, let me learn the skill. She chose data analytics and she got a job as a benefit analyst in the NHS, with the NHS, full sponsorship with the NHS. Okay, so from pharmacy to becoming a benefit analyst. We have the video proof. All this, we have proof of all these things. Okay, Abdurrashid, also based in Nigeria, currently works as a data scientist. Okay, with Child 420 in the US. All right, so he works fully remotely, and he has been doing this for the last almost how many years now? Almost close to 2 years now, working fully remotely for a firm in the US. Now, the same thing with Michael. Michael currently got a job as a sales engineer with a software company also in the UK. All right. So regardless of anywhere you find yourself, okay, and you're looking to get a job in the tech space, this is the platform to be on. Not just because we have a training program, but we have proof, okay, that if you go through us, all right, there is a high chance of you getting a job in the tech space. So if you're looking to get started, guys, this is the best platform to be on. So without wasting too much time, I'm going to talk to you about the training program and why we chose the training program that we're working with. Okay. So a lot of you are looking to get it started and you are concerned, will I be able to learn it? Will I be able to get a job? Is the salary good? All right. So we had in mind when we were selecting the training program. So we're literally thinking about the problems that you as an individual, as a professional, the things that you would like to achieve. And these are the three things that we saw over time is ease of learning. People want a career path that they can easily learn. They can learn within a short period of time, 3 months, 4 months, and you're done learning and you are looking to get in a job. Okay, even in the span of that 3 months, you're also looking to get in a job and you can actually achieve that. That's exactly what people are looking for. So ease of learning, ease of transitioning. So there are so many tech career paths. Trust me, there are a billion career paths within the tech space. But we're looking at ease of learning, ease of transitioning and getting a job. And the last but not the least one is high and rewarding salaries. High and rewarding salaries. So you want, as an adult, okay, you want to learn a new skill. You're learning a new skill, you want to learn it, in the easiest way possible because you're a professional. You have a full-time life, you have a full-time work. I say full-time life in the sense that you have so many things that you're engaged with as an adult. So you don't want to spend the next 7 months, 8 months trying to figure out what the career path is all about. Okay, so first thing is ease of learning. Okay, next thing is ease of transitioning. So in the sense that after learning, can I get a job? Are there opportunities for me? I'm currently in Nigeria looking to get a job. Is there an opportunity there for me? We had a participant that got a job just towards the end of last year. Okay, Nigeria gets a salary. Salary was before joining, when he joined Analytics, it was working as, it was working as a customer service rep. He was leading a team. So his salary was about 250,000. Okay. And now currently works as a data analyst with one of the insurance companies in Nigeria. And this guy is nearing close to a millionaire. Okay. He earns about 900,000. Now, just imagine he did not make that conscious effort to start learning. Okay. That means he will still be doing his customer service job and the ending is 250K. This guy is currently on about, I think last time I heard from him, it was about 900,000 a month that he was earning as a data analyst with the insurance company in the same Nigeria that people say there are no jobs. Okay. And that leads me to the last thing, which is high and rewarding salary. Some people might not believe, but we have proof. We have video proof. We have testimonials to prove all these things that I'm talking about. We have proof. Okay. So when it comes to proof, I can beat my chest anywhere. We have proof of these testimonials I'm giving to you. All right. So now, career paths that you need to, we looked at 4 career paths today: data engineering, data science, data analytics, and business analysis. These are top high-end career paths that you can use to survive anywhere you find yourself. A lot of people are looking to relocate in the future. A lot of people are working from Nigeria. They want to get a good job, and so on. These are the things that people are looking out for. The key thing is just start. So now looking at the data engineer, the average salary of a data engineer in the UK, Canada, and the US, it's on the screen. So you have the UK £40,000 for data engineer. Canada, it is 64,000 Canadian dollars, and the US it is $72,000. Okay, so right. So these are the average salaries of when you get started in any of these career paths, these are the average salaries that you're going to be looking out for. Okay. And the good thing about the internet is everybody has access to it. So if you're looking to getting started in any of the career paths that we're talking about, it's a good thing for you to you can go online. Okay. I'm just going to open the browser and I'm going to search. Okay. So you can use Glassdoor or any other platform. I think Glassdoor is one of the major platforms you can use for average salaries. So depending on your region, you can just put, average salary of a data engineer, okay, in Canada. Okay, so if you're looking at Canada, all right, so you see Glassdoor is the first one. So Glassdoor is usually the best place to check it out because these organizations store a lot of data, and all that. So you see here, Canadian dollars, that's 76,000 to the 107,000 Canadian dollars, for the data engineer in Canada. The same thing, this is not information that we are coming up with. This is what you would literally get online. So if you're looking at average salary of a data engineer in the United Kingdom, okay, the same thing, check it out, Glassdoor. All right. No, this is still coming on as Glassdoor. So let me look for read.co.uk. Okay, so this will give me a bit more regulated. So it's between 57,000 to like 77,000 pounds. On average, it's usually around 65,000 pounds you get for an average salary of a data engineer in the UK. So these are the information that you can actually get by yourself. Okay, you can actually get this information by yourself. Search. Okay, the same thing with data analytics, the same thing with business analysis and so on and so forth. So if you're looking to get it started, those are the things that you need to have at the back of your mind. Now, understanding the career paths, okay? So we talked about business analysis, okay? We talked about business analysis extensively. We had a participant that came to walk us through a project, a business analysis project, okay? All right. And, very interesting. So now, what do you need to learn in order for you to become a business analyst? Number one, you need to have data analytics skills. Okay. And I'll tell you the reason why you need to have data analytics skills. So you're going to learn Excel, you're going to learn Power BI, and you're going to learn SQL like a data analyst. Okay. Now you have, so I like practicals. I like to show you so you can see for yourself. Okay. So let me show you something real quick. So you have roles now that we call business data analyst. So I'm going to go to read.co.uk, okay? And I'm just going to search for a role called business data analyst. Okay, business data analyst. So this is more or less like an hybrid. Someone that is a business analyst that has data analytics skills. So you see it here, business data analyst, business data analyst. So this is like a new career path that in the last 2 years has become very rampant, okay, in the sense that every organization is looking to hire what we call a business data analyst. So that's what you're going to learn the first thing. You're going to learn data analytics, okay, because this is what organizations are currently looking out for. So bear in mind that this is keeping you updated with new curriculum, new trends of what is attainable in the industry. All right. So you're going to learn Excel, Power BI, and SQL like a data analyst. So you'll be able to do analytics. All right. And once you're done with that, you move into the core BA aspect, which involves process mapping. So you see what the participant that came in to talk about business analysis, you see the map out the entire process end to end. All right, and was able to do that. So you learn how to do that. Okay, mapping out existing and current state, future state processes and all that. So you get to learn all that. So you also learn project initiation planning, agile and scrum for projects, software development lifecycle, requirement fundamentals, elicitation, stakeholder analysis and engagement, ChatGPT-4 analysis. So you learn all these key aspects inclusive of the data analytics aspect. So meaning that you can apply for business analyst roles, okay? You could also apply for some data analytics roles, and you could also apply for business data analyst roles, okay? So you have a huge spectrum of roles that you can apply to once you complete the training program, Okay. Now the training program is going to last for 4 months. 4 months in total for you to be able to become a data analyst. We have the timeline is for 4 months. So 2 months of learning, 2 months of learning, and 2 months of internship. Now this is hands-on practical internship where you're going to be working on a live project. Okay, you're going to be working on a live project, and that project involves you managing the development of a web application, right? So you as a business analyst, you will be responsible for managing this web application that's going to be designed from scratch and implemented. Okay, so you will gain that hands-on practical experience that you're looking for in order for you to work as a business analyst. Okay, so timeline is 4 months, 2 months of immersive learning, and 2 months of intentional and intensive experience, hands-on experience in business analysis. Now, in terms of the classes, we have classes on Saturdays and we have classes on Sunday. Okay, so we have the morning session that is tailored for the guys in Europe, UK, and in Africa. So if you're anywhere in Europe or you're anywhere in UK or you're anywhere in Africa, this time is allotted to you. So we have the morning session that is 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. West African time. Okay. And we have the evening session, which is tailored for the guys in Canada and the US. So if you're in Canada and the US, the timing for the start of this session is 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So if you're in Canada or the US, the timing is 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. That is 3 hours on Saturday. Okay. So that will translate to 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. West African time. So if you want an evening session and you're in Africa, you're in UK, you're in anywhere in Europe, you can always opt for the evening session. That's 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. West African time. But the key timing is for the guys in US and in Canada, which is 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Okay, so that's the morning and evening session. And the Sunday session is the same thing. It's literally the same thing. So we have afternoon session 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. West African time. Okay, that's on Sunday. 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. West African time for the guys in Europe, the guys in the UK, and the guys in Africa. Okay, now evening session also for the guys in Canada and the US. That will be 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. But that will translate again to 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. West African time. So, if you like the evening session, that's fantastic, but it's literally tailored for the guys in Canada and the US. So essentially, if you're looking to become a business analyst, this provides you with, a robust curriculum for you to get started. So like I said, you learn the analytical aspect first. You go into Lucidchart, Draw.io for process mapping, process documentations, and all that. You would also get to work with Confluence, Jira, Trello, and ChatGPT, if you're looking to become a business analyst. Now, looking on to the next one, data analytics, data science, and data engineering. Okay, so I'll do a quick illustration to demonstrate the difference between the career paths. Okay, now we're going to start first with, let's say a typical data project, where you're looking at a data project. Okay, all right. Let's say you work in the, let's say you work with an hospital. Okay, and now in this hospital, they want to find out, what sickness, okay, or what sickness, all right, is highly, let's say it's highly, okay, let me use another simple example. Okay, get the eraser. Okay, what's the volume, okay, of, patients, okay, month on month, okay. Okay, so what's the volume of patients month on month? They want to know how many patients are coming in every month. At the end of every month, we want to know how many patients are coming in into the hospital. All right. So that's so now we want to use this to examine the role of the data analyst, the data scientist, and the data engineer. Now, in order for them to know, in order for this question to be answered, in order for this question, so this is regarded as a question, as a business question. Okay. All right. So this is regarded as a business question. Okay. What is the volume? What is the volume? Let me just put it there. What is the volume of patients month on month in this particular hospital? Now, in order for them to answer this business question, what would they need to do? They need data. Okay? They need data. So they need what? They need patient data. Okay? They need patient data. They need transaction data. Okay? So when you come to the hospital, you find out that you still make payments. Okay? Either you pay for a drug or you pay for something. So transaction data, patient information data, and so on. Okay? And so there are so many other data. Let's just keep it simple to patient and transaction. Okay? So they need data. All right? So in order for them to answer this question, what is the volume of patient month on month? In order for them to answer this question, you need data to answer this question. Patient data and transaction data is needed, correct? Now, who would make this data available? Who makes the data available? Okay, who makes the data available? That's the key question. Who makes it available? Does the data just come out from thin air? Does it just develop? Does it just come out from nowhere? No, it doesn't. Okay. But who now makes this data available? And that's the first thing. That's the number one thing. Okay. The first aspect is the data has to be available. Okay. Now, who makes the data available is a key question. And that is the role of the data engineer. Okay, that's the role of the data engineer. The first thing is data has to be available, and that is the role of the data engineer. Now, this hospital, okay, all right, this hospital, all right, would have different systems. Let's say they have, when you go to the hospital, they have like a register, okay, an application, we call it the register. So whenever you go to the hospital, they register you in, okay, to book you in, okay. Now, the next thing also is they would need like another platform, let's say another platform entirely. Let's just call it another hospital management system, okay? Management, we'll call it the management system. So for managing, client information and all that, okay? We just call it the hospital management system. So these are two separate systems. So we have the register system, okay, and we have the hospital management system, okay. Now, these systems will store their data by themselves, okay. So the hospital management system also will store the data by itself. It's just like you going to the website, all the information is stored on that website, okay. There's somewhere it is stored. So imagine you also, your phone, if you decide to say that, oh, I want to store Ifimena's phone number, it's going to be stored on your phone. Okay, if you want to send it to somebody, you will need to literally have to, if somebody has to get a contact from you, you will need to send it to the person. The same thing with your pictures. So you go out to a group of friends, you take pictures. That pictures is stored in your device. Same thing with the register system. The register system, all the information, all the data it is generated, it is stored in its own system. Okay. The same thing with all the hospital management system, it is also stored in the hospital management system. But now, the key thing is, in order for us to answer this business question, we need data. And the data currently exists in two separate systems. Okay? It currently exists in two separate systems. So now we need to harmonize it into one system, okay, which we call the data warehouse, okay, which we refer to as the data warehouse. So now the data engineer, the first thing the data engineer would do is to build what we call ETL pipeline, ETL line. So you remember the first guy that went on about his project, extracting data from a system using the Azure data storage, Azure services essentially. All right. I was able to do all that, extracting data from the system from the database into where it can be used for analysis and so on. Okay. So the data engineer will build ETL pipeline. The E stands for extract. Okay. The T stands for transform. All right. And the L stands for load. So extract, transform, and load. So the data exists in two separate systems. So the data engineer would need to do the first thing, extract the data from the system. So that's the first step, extract, okay? Then the next thing is to transform, okay? When you say transform, it means to clean the data, to restructure it, to make sure it is good for analysis, okay? It's like you going to the market to buy rice, okay? To buy rice, when you go to the market to buy raw rice, what do? You get to your house, you still clean it up before you start to consume it, correct? Even if it is, fruits. You buy apple outside, you still, when you get to the house, you still need to wash it before you consume it. Okay, so it's not like it's not good. It's good, but you still need to clean it up. So certain impurities are there, certain unclean records are there that you need to just take out, remove, replace, and so on. All right. Then once you're done, all right, you load it into the data warehouse. So you extract the data, you clean it up, and then you load it into the data warehouse. The same thing with the data coming from the hospital management system. So you do the same process. You extract, you transform, and then you load. So you see, the data engineer's job is just to make data available. Okay, make data available. Okay, in the real sense, they call it building the data infrastructure. Well, I'm not going to bore you with all those terminologies. So the key role of the data engineer is to make data available within the organization. Now, when data is extracted, transformed, and loaded into the data warehouse, okay, now data, at this point in time, data is available. Now, data is available, okay? Now, the next thing is now where the role of the data analyst comes in, okay? The data analyst now comes in to do what? Use this data that is now available for what we call descriptive and diagnostic analytics. So people will put their head on their head, descriptive, and say, which kind of big words are this, okay? And diagnostic. Okay, so this basically, when you say descriptive, to describe. So this is basically describing an event that has happened. What happened? What happened? So Yoruba people will say kilo shele. Okay, what happened? Okay, that's what you're trying to do with descriptive analytics. What happened? The diagnostic, to diagnose something, you literally know from that word, to diagnose. You're trying to find out why that particular thing happened. Why did it happen? Why did it happen? Okay, so that's exactly what you're trying to do. So you see, the data is now available. Descriptive analytics, what would happen? What happened? So what happened? And that's exactly this question is asking. So this question that we're trying to answer is what we call descriptive analytics. Okay, descriptive analytics is literally a perfect example of descriptive analytics. What is the volume of patients month on month? Okay, we're trying to find out what happened. How many patients did we get in this hospital month on month? So that's to describe an event that happened. So you see, the data analysts will now build visualizations, dashboards, okay, to answer this kind of question. So let's say we do January, February, March, April, May, all the way to December, okay, and you now start to see a trend, okay, a trend of patient information, okay. Is that not correct? You now start to see a trend of patient information. Basically now, using the data that is available, you can now see the trend of patient coming in on a month-on-month basis. But now the next thing is to diagnose, okay, why? So on a certain month, we have small people coming in, we have less people coming in on a particular month. On some other month, we have a lot of people coming in. We have a lot of people coming in on some other months. Why do we have some months less people coming in, and in another month we have a lot of people coming in? Okay, we need to know the reasons why that is happening. Okay, we need to know why. The business needs to know why, because if I know why people are coming in more on a certain month, okay, what would I do? I need to use that to plan better. Okay, I need to even use that to plan better for the organization, to demand, so that whenever we have a lot of patients coming in, I can cater to that demand. Okay, that's exactly what we're looking out for. Okay, now that's the role of the data analyst, descriptive and diagnostic analytics. That's it. What happened and why did it happen? Okay. Now the next role, when the data is available, is the role of the data scientist. Now the data scientist will take that data and use it for three things. Three things: descriptive, diagnostic, okay, and predictive analytics. Predictive analytics. So we all know what descriptive is. What happened? Descriptive is telling you what happened. Diagnostics is asking why did it happen, and the last one is what will happen in the future. What will happen? What will happen? Okay, what will happen? That's the key question. You see, the whole areas of machine learning, and statistical modeling. Okay, these are all the key roles of the data scientist. So the key role for this data scientist makes it different from the role of the data analyst is prediction, being able to predict what will happen in the future. So now the data analyst will only tell you what happened and why it happened, but will never be able to tell you what will eventually happen. So that's the role of the data scientist. The data scientist will tell you what happened, why did it happen, and what will eventually happen. So that's where you now start to do what we call forecasting. Okay, forecasting. So now the hospital now, we know what happened month to month based on descriptive analytics. We know why that particularly happened month to month. But now the data analyst will now go into the future to predict that based on what has happened in the last couple of months, this will likely happen in the next couple of months. Okay, so going into the future to predict, that's exactly what makes the role of the data scientist very, very sexy. And that's why, when I was looking to getting started, they coined the word or the phrase sexiest job of the future for the data scientist, because nobody knows the future, correct? Nobody knows the future. So who are these professionals that can use statistics to be able to predict, all right, what will eventually happen in the future? And, I've had a very good career path doing that for businesses in the UK, in the US, and also now in Canada. So if you're looking to get into any of these career paths, this is exactly what you need to learn to get started. Now, without wasting too much time, the data analytics, like I talked about, you need to learn problem solving, very essential skill set of the data analyst. You would also learn the key technologies that would enable you to descriptive and diagnostic analytics. So you'll be building a lot of dashboards. So you'll be doing that in Excel, you'll be doing that using SQL, Power BI, and Tableau. So these are the 4 key technologies that you need to learn: Excel, SQL, Power BI, and Tableau. And those will be taught in the training program. Now, you will also learn a new skill, which is data storytelling. Now, you find out that the businesses want to find out what happened and why it happened. You're answering questions as a data analyst. What happened and why did it happen? So you need to be able to tell what we call data storytelling. You need to be able to tell stories with your data, with the data that is available. Right? So that's what you learn here, data storytelling. You would also learn AI for analytics. So you leverage ChatGPT for analytics. Also, you'll see the trend of recent technologies that we've embedded in the learning community. And last but not the least, you have Microsoft Fabrics, which in the next couple of months is likely going to be the in-demand tool for analysis, okay, for reporting, Power BI, reporting, and so on and so forth. All right. So we are putting you ahead of the market. Okay. We're putting you ahead of demand. So by the time Microsoft Fabrics become the E10 for analytics within most organizations in Europe, US, Canada, and even back home in Africa, you would have learned and also gained that experience using Microsoft Fabrics. You guys can Google it. I mean, it's general information. All right. And I'd like you guys, if you do your research to back up the things that I'm saying. All right. So problem solving, Excel, SQL, Power BI, Tableau, data storytelling, ChatGPT, and Microsoft Fabrics are what you would learn in the data analytics training program. Now, the training program is going to last for 4 months, immersive learning experience. So 3 months of learning and 1 month internship. 4 months of learning, 4 months encompassing 3 months of learning and 1 month intensive internship. Okay, so you have live classes just once in a week. Okay, so you have live classes on Saturday and you have the morning and the evening session, like I explained earlier. The timing is 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. West African time for the guys in Europe, the guys in the UK, and guys in Africa. Now, even in Canada, okay, that would be 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. US, Canada guys, that's 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Well, also it will be the evening for the guys in Europe and West Africa, Africa in general. That will be 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. West African time. Okay. Now for data scientists, like I said, this is slightly is different. And now we can tell the difference between each of the role. Now, this guy is more focused around statistical modeling, forecasting, predictive analytics, and so on. So you see now you're introducing them to statistics. Okay. They'll also learn, so they'll learn Excel and Tableau for analytics. So that's descriptive diagnostics and predictive analytics. Okay, so now the data analyst will not be able to do prediction in Excel. They will not be able to do prediction in Tableau. But you see, the data scientists would use that same tools to carry out what we call prediction forecast. Okay, so you learn Tableau and Excel and Tableau for predictive analytics. You would also learn SQL. Now you move into Python. You learn exploratory data analysis. You learn machine learning. All right, both supervised and unsupervised. You'll get to hands-on experience in those particular aspects. You'll also learn computer vision and natural language processing. You would also learn, computer vision. You would learn GitHub for version control, ChatGPT and Copilot for coding, and Microsoft Fabrics for analytics. So those are the key aspects that you get to work with. Now, learning timeline is for 4 months also, 3 months of learning and 1 month of internship. 1 month of internship. Okay. Now, classes are the same thing. We have the classes once in a week, Saturday live classes. So you have morning session and you have the evening session. The morning session is tailored for the guys in Europe and in Africa. That's 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. West African time. And for the evening session, it's tailored for the guys in Canada and the US. That is 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Okay. Now, the role of the data engineer also very different. You would learn introduction to data engineering, introducing you to data engineering. Okay, so even if you don't have any experience, all this training program will start from that beginner level. Okay, and that's what you've seen so far. You'll go into SQL and Python. Now, these are the key technologies that you need to learn as a data engineer, SQL and Python. These are like the background fundamental things that you need to learn. Now you go into Linux, you move into building custom ETL pipelines. So like I talked about ETL, extract, transform, and load pipelines. So you learn how to extract data from databases. You will learn how to extract data from APIs. You learn how to do what we call web scraping. That is extracting data from the web. Okay. Now, you would also learn Apache Spark. You will learn Apache Airflow for pipeline automation. So it can run at its own. You can automate so many of the tasks that you do as a data engineer using Apache Airflow. You would also learn AWS, you would learn GCP, and you would learn Azure. So you see today's session was on an Azure project. You would also learn GCP, which is Google Cloud Platform. You would also learn AWS, which is Amazon Cloud Services, Web Services, okay? So you learn all three of the cloud platform, gaining the experience across those three technologies. You would also learn version control using GitHub, and you learn ChatGPT and GitHub for AI tools, which are AI tools for programming. Okay. Now you will learn all this, okay, and it's an immersive career path, and you see how detailed the curriculum has been designed just to ensure that you are getting the best from the training program itself. Okay. So now the key question now that most people will still have, and this is a product showcase, we've done that already. So this is for your own consumption. Okay. So once you get the slides, please click on the link. It's going to take you to a web page and to show you kind of project portfolio that you will get once you finish it. Once you start the training program, these are the things that you get to work on. So you see, this is Victoria Uchemadu, okay, also did a presentation today, and you see this is one of, this is a portfolio, all right? So my portfolio, deep care hospital ER visit analysis. Right. Today, I think she did a Express Tech food delivery services. You see, the project is on the portfolio page, Redux Airline, and so on. And the good thing that these are real life experiences that she's worked on. These are real life experiences, and she's used that in building her portfolio. And that's the same thing you have for the other person there, for the business analysis project. All right. Lemuel, okay. So Unilever Canteen Ordering System, she's worked on that. And you can see British Airways, Sunshine Resorts, and so on, ABC Rentals, Max Corp. So these are projects that they have used in building their own repository, their own portfolio. So once you go through the training program, you would also build your own repository, your own portfolio of projects that you get to work with. Okay. Now, what separates us from the competitors? What do we do to ensure that you are distinct, you are different from any other person within the industry? So number one is we provide you with, our achievements, okay? Resting on our achievement of helping people to get jobs within the tech space. In the last 4 years, we've helped over 2,000 people transition into the tech space, and that's what we keep doing, okay? Now, number two is industry standard facilitators and curriculum. So you'll find out that the curriculum that I've gone through today, you find out that it is standard. It is literally in tune with what is happening currently. And also the kind of people that you get to work with are people that have a vast level of experience with the technology, the tools, and also the industry that you're trying to get into. Number three is blended training to accommodate all learning type. So we have a mix of what we call live classes and self-paced materials. So you're going to get access to live classes, okay, and you would also have access to the self-paced aspect of the training program. So you have live classes that are recorded. You will have access to the recording, and you have the self-paced materials to help you practice and learn at your own pace. So you would have live classes which are more tailored towards projects. They are more tailored towards building your project experience. All right. Then the self-paced materials are tailored towards you learning. Okay, you're learning certain new technologies, building your experience, coding, and all that. So you would have that. So even if you're a slow learner, the recordings are available. Okay, so you can always watch them as many times as you want. And you also have self-materials that would also complement the live classes. So if there's something you don't understand in the live class, you would have self-paced materials that would have, explicitly explained that particular concept to the best, to the most granular level that you can take it on. So self-paced materials combined with live classes to give you the most robust learning experience that you're looking for. Now, the last but not the least, tailored session to position you to land a job. Okay, so now what kind of sessions would we do in order for you to position yourself to get a job, a better job? So what we're going to do is we have 3 levels to it, okay? The first level, what we have there is CV review. So we'll help you review your CV, all right? That's the first thing I would do. We'll help you revamp your CV. So you see, most times when you apply for a job, sometimes you get like an instant rejection email. That's basically the work of ATS, applicant tracking software, okay? So if certain keywords are not in your CV, or if there's certain way it is not structured, you get that instant rejection email. So that's what we're going to do for you. So depending on your experience, depending on where you're starting from, you either get a review or you get a revamp. So if you're a beginner, you've never done anything like data engineering for your life, you've not done anything close to data before your life, you need a CV revamping session. Okay, so help you revamp the CV. But if you have a bit of experience coming from, let's say you're doing digital marketing where you're doing a little bit of analysis, and you need we just help you out with the review. All right, we'll still help you, revamp, and get you to what you're looking for. Would also help with LinkedIn optimization. Okay, LinkedIn optimization is one of the key things that you need to position yourself within the job market, especially if you're looking for remote jobs. Would help you with LinkedIn optimization. All that would help you with Upwork optimization. Upwork is a platform for freelancers, people that want to work freelancing. Navigating the job market would help you out, teach you how to navigate the job market, where to apply for jobs, where to apply for remote jobs, the type of roles you could apply to. So take, for example, the business data analyst now. A business analyst. A lot of people will think that they can only get jobs as business analysts, but the key thing is there are a ton of other jobs you could actually do. Process analyst, process analyst, change management, and so on and so forth. Okay, there are quite a number of roles you can actually take on just learning business analysis. Now, the next thing is job and interview preparation. So we'll prepare you for the job. Okay, we'll prepare you for the job. So once you get an offer, you have a good CV, you have a good LinkedIn profile, you know how to navigate the job market, you will likely get interviews. Now, how do you prepare for those interviews? How do you sell yourself during the interviews? So that's what we'll teach you. So there are different techniques that we use in preparing you for these interviews to guarantee a success in the interview process. Now, the last but not the least is recommendation letter. Okay, recommendation letter. So if you're looking to get in a job and you're looking to get started, we provide you with those recommendation letter, weekly mentorship sessions, on the job support. So we provide you with so much care and support to get you started. All the things that you need to get started is literally at your beck and call. All right. Now moving on to the next part, which now talks about the key thing that we're talking about, the interviews, and you landed your first job. So, like I said earlier, it always seems impossible until somebody else goes ahead to do it. I shared some people initially. These are another set of people that have gone ahead to getting their first job. Okay, so data analytics, data science. So you see here, Biola currently works as a data analyst with the top financial giants in the UK. Olugbemi got a job as a business data analyst in Canada. Idris currently works as a senior analytics engineer, okay? And Boyiden also got a job with BBX, working remotely, currently based in Nigeria, but works for a company based in the UK. All right. Let me just spend the next 2 minutes, any one of them. Which of them would you like to listen to? Let me just put it to you. So which of these guys would you want to listen to? Let me ask. Okay. Which of these guys would you want to listen to? Okay. Or you want to hear their own personal experience of the training program? Let me see. Okay, let me just play that of Idris, data engineering, okay? Biola, okay, let me listen to Biola. Let's listen to Biola. Biola's one is a bit long, so I might stop it one way or the once, but you can always
use video. And let's get to hear your own Tenalytics experience, all right?
That's why I enrolled for all you've been hearing since, I'm an accountant in Nigeria, and, I wanted to be a better person on the job. I want to be someone that you can always look up to and be better than my peers. So I enrolled for data analytics cohort in September. Even before September, I've joined series of your master classes, and I enjoyed it, and I've referred people. But it would be better for me to at least let me be a better person on, even if you have maybe like 5 of my type of person on the same job role. I want to be that distinct person. So that's one of the reasons why I enrolled for the program in September. And, lo and behold, I got job interviews, I think after September, October 30 to be precise. And that was my second job interview in the UK. The very first one was a mess. You understand? I would not want to say I misbehaved. You understand? I wanted to let me say, maybe from the employer's point of view, because when they sent me their review, you know, I was surprised. But you know, when I listened to the mentorship session, there are some things I picked from this mentorship session, and I tried to work on my CV. I reviewed my CV, used the right format, and I sent it on Indeed and some other job, you know, databases here. And before you know it, people were calling me. But I did something. I saw a recruiter and I called him that I just finished postgraduate studies and I would like to even, you know, maybe get an opportunity to just showcase myself. And he was like, okay, what's your visa tenure? I said, my visa expires in January, but you can give it a try. Just let me send my CV. He said, oh, you have limited time. Okay, send your CV. Let me just have a look at it. The following day, he called me, said, oh, you have an impressive CV. Let us give it a try. You have only 4 months to expiration of your CV, but let's just give it a try. And before you know it, he said, okay, this company will be willing to employ you. The pay is between 38,000 and 40,000 pounds. And that I should disregard the fact that maybe I was a senior person when I was in Nigeria. This is a new terrain in Nigeria because I work for an accounting firm. We use IFRS in Nigeria. They use UK GAAP here. So forget your IFRS, join the system. If you're able to prove yourself, maybe in about 6 months, they will upgrade you. So he set me up for an interview himself. I was able to impress him. Then the next stage, they brought 2 managers from Baker Tilly International to interview me. And, you know, it was like I was lecturing them, actually, you understand? So, but thereafter, I learned something in the mentorship session, because most times when we go for interview, we don't want to ask questions. Do you have any questions for us? They say, no, I'll be fine. So when they said, do you have any question for us? I said, yes, I have some questions for you. First and foremost, I would like to know what software you use. They told me. Then I said, okay, based on our conversation so far, I would like to know if you have any concern as to my ability to perform in the role you want to employ me for. And they were like, no. Even from their own assessment, they would say maybe I overqualified, but they will push me to the next level that I'll hear from them before the end of the week. And, you know, that was it. The following week, they sent, the consultant called me if I would be available. I should pick 1 date out of the 3 dates.
All right, so it's a very detailed video about how he was able to land his job within the tech space. Just a month. It started in September last year, and by October this year, October the same year, just a month plus being on the training program, he was able to land the job, you know, as a data analyst with one of the top financial giants in the UK, and that is there, Biola. Okay, so you could be the same person. You hear him say that he's supposed to have joined the training program, but he hesitated. He waited till September, okay, in order for him to make that decision. But he went ahead to the decision to start. And now, do you think Biola is going to be thinking about, you know, why did he start? Or the only thing, like, he should have started earlier. That's the only thing. Probably would have gotten a job earlier, started and, you know, desired transition into his career path. Okay, so those are the things that you need to know. Okay, so our training program started on the 8th of June 2024. That's next month, just about a couple of weeks to go. So we have the training program started on the 8th of June. If you're looking to getting started, this is the best time to get started. All right, don't wait till next month, don't wait till next year. Get started now. Okay, so if you're looking to go into business analysis, you're going into data analytics, data science, or data engineering, this is the price for you. Now, the full amount, okay, we are currently running a discount, okay? So this is what we're going to, you know, concentrate on. So the full, we're only doing the discount amount for the first 20 people to register, first 20 people. This is not the discount for everybody. So the full amount, if you don't get access to if you're not part of the first 20 people, then you need to pay the full amount to secure your position. But now we're currently running the discount amount. So $600 if you're in the US, £500 if you're in the UK, 580 euros if you're in Europe, $900 Canadian dollars, and 720,000 naira. Now, you can always pay in installments, okay, which is another good, aspect of you getting the discount amount. You could actually pay in 2 installments. So the first installment will get you registered for the training program, while the second installment will get you, that will come 1 month into the training program. Okay, will come 1 month into the training program. So in order for you to get started today, all right, the discounted amount, all you need to do is pay the first installment to get started. Then you pay the second balance, your second payment 1 month into the training program. Now, this is a 20% off the normal fee, and it's only available for the first 20 people that are looking to get it started. So if you want to be part of the first 20 people and you want to secure your space, okay, in this next training program starting on the 8th of June, you need to start now. So discounted amount $600, £500, 580 euros, 900 Canadian dollars, and all you need to pay now is this amount here. So 400 if you're in the US, $400 US, 350 pounds, 400 euros. Okay, and Canada 600 Canadian dollars, and Naira is 500,000 Naira for you to get started. All right. So somebody's asking, is it online or physical or both? It is completely virtual. All right, completely virtual. So I usually ask this question. A lot of people are looking for a remote job, but you don't want to learn remotely. That's a problem. That's something interesting to hear. Okay, so it's going to be virtual. Okay, and I will show you the platform so you are more engrossed in the way we do things. Okay. So the first payment, all you need to do now is secure your position is the first payment, okay? So now let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at the payment. So if you're looking to get started and you want to make your payment, please do not hesitate to get started now. So all you need to do now is click on the link that you see in the chat. So the mainstack.enroll Tenalytics. So click on the link if you're looking to get it started. So once you click on the link, it's going to take you to the web browser and it will open it up for you. Now, this is the Tenalytics Enrollment Center, okay, where you can chat with Tenalytics. If you want to ask further questions, please don't hesitate to chat with a member of the team. Now, you can also get access to all the program brochures, okay, the brochure. So the brochure gives you a detailed run-through of what the training program entails. So looking at business analysis, for example, this is the business analysis brochure, which gives you a detailed run-through of what you will learn in the training program. Same thing with cybersecurity, the same thing with data analytics, okay, the same thing with data science, the same thing with data engineering, and all the career paths that we talked about. So in order for you to access this brochure, click on the link, okay? Click on the link, which is the mainstack.me/enroll Tenalytics. Click on that. It will take you to this particular page, okay? It will take you to this particular page, the Tenalytics Enrollment Center, where you can chat with Tenalytics, or you can get access to the program brochures. Now, for you to make payments, you can either make a direct transfer or you can pay online, okay? So if you want to do a direct transfer, this is the pound account, it's all there. The USD account details is there. The Canadian the card account is there, and the Euro account details is also embedded in there. So if you want to do a direct transfer, please feel free to send to any of these accounts below. Now, for card and online payment, if you want to pay online, all you need to do is just scroll down to card/online payment. So take, for example, you're interested in the business analysis training program, click on business analysis. It's going to take you to the page where you can then initiate your payments, okay? So now you'll find out that it is 900 Canadian dollars. That's the total fee that you're seeing, that 900 Canadian dollars. But in order for you to secure your position, all you need to pay is $600, okay? So you can make that change from $900 to 600 Canadian dollars and proceed to making your payments. It's as simple as that. So 2 ways. You can either do a transfer, or you can actually pay online. Okay, is it out of those two? Is it that you pay online or you actually do a transfer? Now, once you've paid, okay, once you've made your payment, please take a screenshot and upload your receipt. This is where to upload your receipt. Okay, this is where you upload your receipt. So once you click on that, it takes you to a Google form, and all you need to do is just fill in the form, the type of payment, read the what do you call it, balance payment notice, telling you that the next payment is going to be on the 30th of June. That's 1 month from registration. Okay, telling you about the discount, putting your name, first name, email, and so on and so forth. Okay, so the key thing is you can register now, secure your position, secure your discount, and get started ASAP. Like people say, ASAP, ASAP, anyone that works for you, just ensure that you are registered and you've secured your discount. Okay. So looking forward to having you guys on board. Okay. All you need to do, very simple, click on the link provided in the chat room. Okay. It will take you to the main stack page, and thereafter you can either do a direct transfer or you can actually pay online. So whatever works for you. Okay. So let me show you the platform real quick. Let me show you the platform, what you get access to. So once you make payment, what you get access to. So you get access to the LMS, okay? You get access to the LMS, and I'm going to show you that in a few seconds, okay? So you have the 10 analytics, okay, dashboard, okay? So this is the dashboard in which you have access to the program. So if you register for data engineering, you will get access to a bunch of materials. Like I said, self-paced materials, and you also have live classes. So I'm going to show you the live class also. I'm going to show you the two of them. All right. So you get access to this. So you see this, you have introduction to data engineering / Python data types. So you have the program overview, which is the first module. Module 2, introduction to data engineering. So you have all this. So let's take a look at this. Database versus data warehouse versus data lake versus data mart. Okay. So let's take a look at this video real quick. All right, welcome back. This time around, we're going to be looking at database, data lake, data warehouse, and data mart. So you see, you get the self-paced, material that explains all the things you need to learn about data engineering. So you also talk about SQL, NoSQL versus NoSQL, examples of how it works in a real-life scenario, and so on. So you get to learn all these experiences, okay? So these are the perfect introduction to data engineering. Then you move on from there to Python data types and structures, okay, which is what we call practical, in the sense that as you're watching a video, you are also practicing alongside the video. So you're not left alone to do it by yourself, okay? You have the self-paced material. So this self-paced material covers everything from Python to SQL. So let's take a look at SQL. So you see for SQL, you have case studies already. You have the Metrobank SQL case study, and you have the Bonga e-commerce case study. Let's take a look at them. Okay, data manipulation language and inserts. Okay, so this is the Bonga e-commerce SQL project. Okay, so you're working on it real time, and you're building this experience while you're doing it. Okay, all right. So, and that's the same thing you get. That's the beauty of you working on all these projects. Okay. And you gain experience while you are watching the videos. You are working on projects, you're building this, and you see this is exactly, one of the facilitators. This is Enyi, very experienced professional, and these are the things that you're already working on. This is literally week 3. This is your week 3 for data engineering. And that's the same thing you get for all the programs that you have there. The same thing for business analysis. So if you're interested in business analysis, that's exactly what you also get. So you have everything broken down from Excel to Power BI to SQL to all the core BA fundamentals and so on. So looking at business analysis, you also get the same materials, self-paced materials to get you started. All right. So looking at this now, dashboarding using Excel. So you have the data analysis aspects where you're going to be doing your data analysis, grouping, analysis, and writing your functions and formulas and so on and so forth. Okay, so you're going to be learning this, practicing and working on this self-paced. You also have access to the live classes. So looking at this, take a look at the guys that started this month, data engineering. Okay, data engineering that started this month, you see there 2405, you see there 2405. So that's the month of May. Okay, so now let's take a look at the classwork, what they've done so far. You see Introduction to Data Engineering. This is their live class. So you see the class recording is recorded. Let's take a look at the class recording. So even if you're a slow learner, you will also get access to the recording. So if something happens, an emergency happens, a physical session, you've missed out. So if you're not available that weekend and you didn't go to class that weekend, you have missed it. It's never available anymore. But with these recorded sessions, you can always revisit them at any point in time. So at any point in time, you can always go back to the videos, revisit the videos, play them back over and over. And guess what, guys? You have lifetime access to the LMS, the materials that you have here, and the live classes. You have lifetime access to both the live classes and the LMS. So at any point in time, you can always go back to reference the videos to practice, to work, or to do anything that you want to do. All right. So if you're looking to get it started, guys, this is the best time to actually start. Okay. If you have any questions, please, I'll be taking some questions. If you have any questions, you can raise up your hand. I'll take a few questions and then we can call it a day. Okay. All right. So any question, guys? Any question? Any question? So we have the training program starting on the 8th of June. And okay, I have one person asking. Michelle, please go ahead, Chukwemeka. So we have this training program starting on the 8th of June. Sorry, Michelle, go ahead to unmute yourself again. Okay, go ahead, please, Michelle. How do you pronounce your name?
Michelle, it's Michelle.
Michelle, okay, go ahead, please.
Yeah, my network didn't really cope up with the data analyst, what he does. And also, I want to ask how I can join your weekend classes because I'm interested.
Okay, so the training program is starting on the 8th of June, okay? And for data analytics, it's I don't know what region you're in, okay? Where you based?
Yeah, right. I'm in Maidstone, UK.
Okay, so for the UK, that will be £500 if you're looking to get it started this month. Okay, starting on the 8th of June, we have the discounts running at the moment at £500. So that's split into two installments, £350 and £150. And this will be paid 1 month into the training program. So it's very flexible in terms of payment. Okay. So that's £350 now to secure your space, and also £150 will come 1 month into the training program. So it's a bit flexible on you for you to make your payment. So that's for the data analytics. Okay, does that make sense? Starting on the 8th
Yeah,
of
but
June also.
are you gonna send the link through WhatsApp? Because how do I join?
Okay, so you check the charts currently. Just check the charts. So my guys are posting it to the charts. So all you need to do is just take the link for payment, and then you can go ahead to make your go ahead to make your payment. Okay. Is there something else you want from? Is there something else? I feel like there's something else that you are that you want to ask. Is there something else you would like to, or is that all the question? So data
Well,
analytics, a quite a number of, let me help you a little bit, okay? Make a decision, okay? So for the guys looking to go into data analytics, for example, you're based in the UK, I'm just gonna go online. I like to show you the opportunities that you can get, okay? Working as a data analyst in the UK. So there are quite a number of opportunities, full-time contracts, and you have a ton of them in there, okay? So I usually like to go date posted just today alone. Okay, let me show you something. This is data analyst roles. We have 3,192 roles for data analyst. Now let's see, date posted. We have today 528 roles posted for data analyst. The last 3 days, 769 last week. So you see there is a demand for these roles itself. So let's take a look at today. What was posted today? Data analyst roles 1 hour ago, 35 to 38,000. Data analyst, 350 to 400 pounds per day. Okay, Marketing data analyst 22 to 30, 28. Okay, junior data analyst, these are more junior roles. So you might want to be looking, once you go to the junior program, you want to start from somewhere. So starting from the likes of 35, 40, you can actually start from those range and start to grow your own experience from there. So you have data science analysts, you have data migration analysts, you have data analysts, and these are roles that you could actually apply to once you complete the training program. All right. So the data analyst, you're analyzing data and you're using it to tell a story about the business, what happened and why did it happen. So you're using data to infer certain, certain things that are happening with the business. Okay, so those are the things that you need to take a look at. Okay, getting started. Is there a demand for data analysts? There's a huge demand. Guess what? This is just Indeed. This is just Read. There is still Indeed. There is still LinkedIn. All right, that's different job boards. There are different job boards that you can actually get access to. So these are the things these are the benefits that you get for becoming a data analyst or even any other career path. The same thing with business analysis, literally. Okay, the same thing with data engineering, the same thing with all the career paths that we discussed today. All right. So this is looking at Canada for me. So if you're in the UK, you put in UK for yourself to get started. All right. Does it make sense? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Michelle, all you need to do is click on the link in the chat, okay, and you can secure your position. Now the discount is available for the first 20 people, and you want to take advantage of that as soon as possible. Because if you don't, you're likely going to be paying the full amount, okay, and no installment payment for the full amount, unfortunately. Okay. All right. So I'm going to take all right, Michelle, thanks a lot for that. Okay. Olalekan, yes, please go ahead. Olalekan, Mr. Olalekan, Mr. Olalekan. Mr. Olalekan, yes, go ahead, please. Okay, Mr. Olalekan, we can't hear you. You need to unmute yourself. So somebody's saying that I am interested in cybersecurity. Do you have idea when that will start? It's going to start at the same time also. So this section is majorly tailored towards this guys, okay? Cybersecurity is also going to be having its own master classes. So you want to keep your eyes out for the section on cybersecurity. So today's session is majorly towards business analysis, data analytics, data science, and data engineering. So we would also have sessions on cybersecurity. We would also have sessions on Scrum Master. We would also have sessions on HR and financial analytics and so on. So they're all starting on the 8th of June. Okay, so if you're on the WhatsApp group, please take notes that we would also send messages to let you know that this session has started. Okay. So yes, we have different sessions. We can't tell you about the training program every single time. So we have different sessions for different units. Okay. So take a look at just have patience. We have one by Thursday this week, cybersecurity. Okay, a full-on masterclass, free session for you to discuss your career path as a cybersecurity analyst. Can you use your computer for this? Let me see. I think a question came in. Can you use any computer for the lessons? Do you provide software for the lessons? So in terms of downloading the instruments that you use for learning, you will download them. You don't need any advanced computer to get started. You don't need any advanced computer. A regular computer is fine. All right, a regular computer. When I'm saying regular, you are just doing your normal 8 gig RAM, your SSD. Majority of the computers now are running on SSD, which is solid state drive. So if you have your SSD, okay, you have your normal between let's just say 8 gig RAM, okay, 8 gig RAM, you're fine, okay, 8 gig RAM SSD. I think that works 100%, okay. So regardless of anywhere you are, that should work, okay. Okay, let me see if there any other question that I have here. So Mark, also you're fine, you're good to go. All right, Mark, also you are good to go. So everything you find out that everything is provided for you. So if I take you through the Google Classroom again, all the installation, everything about installation will be provided to you. So if I click on, let me show you this. So you see the welcome kit, you have the onboarding session, you have the login details, welcome kits, and installation. So you have the PostgreSQL installation, an Anaconda installation, And even on the welcome kit provides you with additional installation guide for you how to install. So the same thing with every other training program that you have there. Okay. So let's take a look at data analytics. Okay. So you see that every program you would have that for data engineering I just showed you. So for data analytics, it's different. How to install Postgres, Windows, MacBook. This is for MacBook. How to download Power BI on MacBook. So everything is embedded here. We are one step ahead of, okay? We are one step ahead. Okay, Oladeko, I'm trying to unmute you. I've tried unmuting you separately, but it doesn't come up, okay? It doesn't seem like you're clicking on the screen, okay? I'm going to do it one more time. All right. So once you finish the training program, you get a certificate. You get a certificate after the training program, you know, the master data scientist, the master data analyst, master business analyst, and master data engineer. Okay, so you get a certificate upon completing the training program. Okay, business analytics is in dollars only. No, it's not. So depending on your region, the what do you call it? Depending on your region, when you click on the link, it's going to give you the price based on your region. Okay, so it's not in dollars. Okay, it's actually it's in based on your region, literally. So you find out that when I click on it, it is showing me in Canadian dollars. Where is it? Give me a second. Okay, so once I click on the link, it's actually showing me in Canadian dollars. So you see it's in Canadian dollars. So if I use another browser that's using that is majorly towards the UK. So if I click on the link now, if I copy that link and I paste it here, okay, it's likely going to give me in pounds. Okay, so you see this. So this browser is linked to my UK. Okay, all right. You see, once I click on it, it's going to give me in UK. Give me a second. So you see it here in pounds. Okay, this is giving me pounds. So based on your location, the price is subjected to your location. So Tunde, if you're looking at business analysis, fine, you can go ahead, click on it, and make payment based on that. All right. Okay, I think we've come to the end of the session. The key thing you need to know is the training program started on the 8th of June, 2024. The discount is only available for the first 20 people to register. And if you're looking to get it started, if you have any concern or you have any question, please, we have our phone numbers are there, okay? We have our phone numbers in here. So you see it down here on the slides, we have phone numbers that you can reach out to. You can send us email, or you can actually just visit our website. Better still, if you want a direct access, all you need to do is literally go to the link that I provided earlier, okay? So just go to the link I shared with you earlier, all right? Go to the link and all you need to do is chat with an instructor, okay? Chat with an analytic. So once you click on this, it will send you directly to WhatsApp if you have any questions, okay? Well, bear in mind that this is only available for the first 20 people. It's not open for till eternity. Okay. So if you're looking to get registered, okay, the deadline for registration is this weekend if you're looking to get it started. So if you want to be part of the 20 people to register, please get started as soon as possible. Thank you very much, guys. And I hope you enjoyed yourself because I did enjoy myself today. And I'm looking forward to having you on board so that we can continue to make great things happen. So you're in the UK, you're in Canada, you're in the US, anywhere in the world, we'll work with you till you get your job within the tech space. All right. Thank you very much and have a wonderful, wonderful day ahead, guys. Bye for now and see you some other time. Bye, everyone.